Are you that creator or influencer that's always looking for that video title or subscribe reminder or lower third that jumps out at you? Yes? Well, this is a video for you. Today I'm going to show you how to create your own motion graphics using the iPad. I'm using the iPad Pro with the pencil in Procreate, but you can just as easily use a normal iPad with your fingers and free software. Anyway, here we go, but first, a closer look at the iPad Pro. Right guys, here we are in the iPad Pro, and the first thing I'm going to do is just jump into Procreate, and we're going to go into the gallery and we're going to just create any size. It doesn't really matter because you're going to edit this in Premiere Pro after, or your editing software. I usually use this one. Let's just double check. Let's make sure the background is black. The background must be black for this to work. So yeah, background black. And then the top layer is this one, of course. Okay, next job is to just swipe down on the right hand side of the screen and make sure the screen is recording. That is very important because this is a video you're going to be importing into Premiere Pro. So the screen's recording, the little red dot's going away, and now you can start drawing your motion graphics. So first of all, I'm just going to do a little lower third down here, and remember when you're drawing, this is going to be the animation that you're drawing, if that makes sense. You're drawing the animation yourself. These are the animations you're creating on your own. So I'm gonna go down to this one. Let's go for Nico. I like this brush. Let's make it a little bit about that big. Make sure the opacity is up, and we're just gonna go ahead and draw away down here. So sorry, my mistake. Make sure that the white, or any colour really, doesn't really matter, but I'm going to use white for this demonstration, and draw. Okay, so that is going to be your animation, your lower third, just sort of a creative style that you can use. We'll get rid of that, and you can just do a middle, sort of a middle lower title like this, and then of course we put our text over the top of that title. Leave the video just to go a little bit on the screen recording, so it leaves you a little bit of video to play with. So you can just try all these different brushes and see what they look like. That one's not quite dark enough. Let's go to, you can use some cool textures like the dots. That's pretty cool. Let's bring it down a little bit. Like that one, that's nice. And of course we can do it on the right hand side if you want to, and then you can draw your text. So animate your handwriting. This is a really easy way to animate your handwriting as well. So we go to inking. We'll go to the studio pen for this demonstration. Let's keep it on white, but you can use red, yellow. You can't use black obviously because it doesn't blend in with the back. It will blend in with the background. So let's use white, and then let's just draw. Let's go up to about 12%. Let's just write our name, and this is going to be an animation that you're going to use. So we'll go for so you can use that as an animation on its own, and you can speed it up or slow it down in post, or you can add it onto this little bit down here. So let's get rid of these. We've got the Zander round, we've got the lower third. Let's do a subscribe reminder down here on the bottom right hand side. So we'll do a subscribe with a little arrow pointing down. Right, let's try a different, what's that inker like? You just try these. That's pretty cool. Just try these different brushes. There's loads in Procreate, but there is other free softwares out there on iPad that you can use. You haven't got to use Procreate. So let's just subscribe and see how this goes with a little arrow pointing down to where you guys have had to hit that bell. If you haven't already, make sure you hit subscribe. Let's go. It's probably a little bit thick for this, so we'll just bring it down to about 5%. Remember, it's pressure sensitive as well, so if you push down hard, it's going to make the stroke thicker. Like so, and a little arrow pointing down. So that is your animation. Leave it just a little bit so you've got some video to play with, and then we'll get rid of it. Okie dokie, we are in Premiere Pro. I'm going to show you exactly how to edit these clips from the iPad. I've transferred them over to the computer. I've got the iPad recordings here, and I've got just a general clip that I've just recorded. I'm going to put some lower thirds and the subscribe reminder onto that. So where are we? This is, so we'll just show you a little bit bigger. This is, okay, these are the lower thirds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put which one do we like? Let's do this lower third with the Zander round. So I'm going to just find the bit where I start, and I'm going to press in. I'm going to go to the end of it, and I'm going to press out. So let's just drag the video on top here. Let's just make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. So what we want to do, let's put it on video 2. Here's the clip. So as you can see, it's drawing on, and that's the lower third. So I just want to adjust it just up a little bit so we can see it, and maybe to the left just a tad. What we're going to do, we're going to crop this just to start with. So go to the effects and type crop, drag that effect onto the iPad scene, and then in effect controls over here, the crop. Oh, let's just get rid of that. I don't want to color burn. The crop pops up, so we're just going to do it a little bit to the left, not too much because we want to keep it there. Right from the top. So crop this down, get rid of all the black from the right across like that, and we'll do a little bit at the bottom as well, like so. Okay, just be careful not to get rid of any of the animation. Right, important step number 2. Look at me there. Let's have my eyes open. There we go. Important step number 2, change the blending mode to screen, and then it gets rid of the black background behind. That's why we recorded it with a black background, and you've just got the draw on animation, which is the lower third. Right, okay, for me that's just a little bit slow, so what we can do is we right click on this little FX button there, change the time remapping, and then drag this line up to, say, should we try 300 and see what that looks like? About 300? Yeah. And let's just change the resolution, because sometimes the playback is a little bit hard, especially with these really high quality iPad recordings. That is it. When you render that out, it will look fine, it will look perfect. And what we want to do is the next bit, we'll go back to the clip, and I want to find the Zander round bit that I did over here. And then let's do the same thing. Let's do the crop. Let's make sure we get to the end so we can see the whole thing, so we don't actually crop any of the effect off. Let's do from the left, top, down, and from the right. Get rid of that iPad scene, and then the bottom, because we're going to get rid of the other one that we did. And then we'll change the blending mode to screen so we can see that. And as you can see, it's the drawing on top of there. Now, like I said, it will play back smoothly. It's just my computer. I'm recording on OBS, the screen, and recording this at the same time, and working in Premiere Pro at the same time, so it's going to be a little bit choppy. Do apologise about that. Cool, so we've got those two. We've got the Zander round right off. You could of course use the Zander round or any of those titles to actually go into After Effects and camera track them as well into drone shots. I did a video about that recently, so I'll link it up above so you can go and check that out. You can simply just drag these clips into our After Effects as well, and then just camera track them into the actual scene. Like I said, with a drone shot would look very, very cool. So let's just do the subscribe reminder. Let's go back down here. We had the subscribe reminder over here, didn't we? So it looks very cool, the subscribe reminder. Did I get it right in the end? There we go. So that was the in, and that was the out. Awesome. We drag this over to the timeline. We'll do the same thing again. Crop it. Go to effect controls. Crop from the left. Don't clip any of it off. From the right. Let's get rid of that right bit. Okay, just like that. Let's just extend it out. Take the handles out a little bit. See, the computer doesn't like it, but it does look very good once it's rendered out. To the bottom, and then we'll change the blending mode to screen, and there we go. We've got a subscribe reminder that you've done yourself. You've done this, and it plays out, and it will show up just like that. It'll be fantastic. If the lettering is a little bit more, the opacity isn't quite right for you, you can just simply hold Alt and duplicate that up there, and it will double up obviously on top of each other and make the lettering stand out just a little bit more. So that is a great way of doing the lower thirds, and the subscribe reminder that you've made yourself makes it just that little bit personal. Right then, so there we go. That is a very easy way of adding lower thirds, subscribe reminders, titles, and just that personal look to your videos, the things that you've designed yourself. I'm not overly artistic in that sense, so I've got to work on my arty side for doing all the drawings and stuff. So anybody that's really good at art could take this thing to another level and really make the motion graphics stand out and add a personal touch and a particular brand to your videos that no one else can rival because you designed it. So that is it for this video. I hope it helped. Sorry about the few technical issues, but the computer doesn't like recording screen and recording camera at the same time, but we got through it and it looks absolutely fantastic. Go and check it for yourself. I'll see you soon on the next video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Take it easy, stay safe, stay indoors, wash those hands, and I'll see you soon. Take it easy, guys. Bye.